With the advent of technology and internet, video games have undeniably become an important part of our lives. First, video games were only meant to be played as a form of entertainment or hobby, but due to their widespread popularity they became a source to earn money. But to some people, video games were just more than that. Such a boy was Daniel Petry, a 16-year-old introverted teenager who was mentally unstable and would spend most of his time playing an online video game called Tibia. A 12-year-old boy called Gabriel Kuhn and Daniel Petry lived in the same neighborhood. Both would spend time communicating in the online chat rooms of Tibia and in person. One day Gabriel asked his friend Petry for a loan of 20,000 Tibia coins. After a while Daniel demanded Gabriel to repay the debt he owed, but Gabriel cut all contacts with Daniel. This was Gabriel's first mistake. Daniel was enraged. On the morning of July 23, 2007, a tragic and senseless murder took place in Santa Catarina, Brazil. Daniel Petry called Gabriel's mother and found out what time she comes home from work. Now he knew how much time he had. He came to Gabriel's house and said that he wanted to apologize and settle the misunderstanding that had arisen. Gabriel Kuhn opened the door and let him in. This was his second mistake. What happened next was outright insane. Daniel Petry locked the door behind him as soon as he entered the house. After that, he brutally started beating the 12-year-old Gabriel, dragged him into his bedroom and beat him. He laughed at Gabriel, who was crying and writhing in pain and blood on the bed. Gabriel said he would tell his parents everything. This did not suit Daniel well. He took a wire from a computer console and began to beat Gabriel until he passed out. After that, Daniel again beat the unconscious Gabriel. To cover his tracks, Daniel decided to stash the body in the corridor, dragging it into the hatch above the door. But Gabriel's body was too large and heavy to go through the hatch. Daniel Petry took a knife from the kitchen and a saw from the garage to dismember the body and hide it piece by piece. When he began to saw off Gabriel's left leg, he woke up and came to himself due to the pain, but Daniel continued to saw through, despite the screams of the victim. Later, an examination would establish that Gabriel Kuhn was still alive and Daniel Petry sawed off both of his legs. But Gabriel's body still didn't fit in the hatch. Then Daniel just threw the dismembered corpse and went home. Soon Gabriel's brother came home. The view he saw shocked him. He started shouting loudly and calling for Mom. His screams were heard by neighbors and the police were called. The police quickly discovered the killer via online correspondence in the victim's in-game chat. Daniel Petry was arrested. He immediately confessed to his deed without any remorse and spoke about the shocking details of the murder. However, he denied accusations of homosexuality. But the autopsy report showed that Gabriel was sodomized multiple times. Daniel Petry was sentenced to just 3 years in a juvenile correctional center for this gruesome crime. At the trial, he said, "Gabriel was a coward and a thief. He is now burning in the hell where I sent him. And when I die, I will find him in hell and end my revenge." Little is known about the further fate of Daniel Petry. After serving his sentence in a juvenile correctional center, Petry disappeared, prompting a wave of rumors and speculation. The 20,000 virtual Tibia coins that Gabriel stole are approximately worth $1.75 and have never been returned, but he lost his life just because of that. This is the reason why we should never double-cross someone, as sometimes the consequences could be well beyond our comprehension.